Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Dream Team. In the last episode, we brought down Bowser Castle. We don't have to have a long intro anymore because all the plot lines, or namely the one long plot line, have all convened. And it's time to enter the endgame, Bowser Castle. Now, of course, it's a Mario and Luigi endgame, so expect this to be probably like a dozen episodes. But it's still the endgame. The plot has come to fruition. It's us versus Bowser and Antasma. Winner takes Pillow Island. Let's begin. Very exciting, very exciting. It's always cool to get to the end game. The music's awesome, and it's time just to prepare to succeed. We have to win or we die. And I don't want to die because that'd be game over, and that would be failure. And speaking of failures, hey look, it's the Ellie Trio. Let's all laugh at them because they suck. Okay, don't laugh at failures, that's mean, but they're talking about these vines, these dark vines that seem to be powering Bowser Castle or something. They're a little suspicious, as they mentioned. The energy is a little off. Nightmare energy or something, I assume, but they're now need-to-know grunts. They aren't really the elite team anymore, but oh well, they're having their old conversations, and we're going to confront them! Hi, guys! Remember us? We kind of kicked your butt in the dream world. It was good times. Hey, we are in your base, killing your guards. I don't know, that was dumb. So he's gonna scrub the floor of us. Oh man, ready for another fight, guys? Now we have Luigi with us though, so unleash lethal retreat. Of course, it's the Elite Trio. What do you expect? Of course they're gonna run away like pansies. So I guess they're going to go report to Bowser and Antasma. I suppose we haven't really come in here stealthily, but when we knocked their castle out of the sky, I'm not really sure what they suspected. So many guards. Or rather, many enemies, because Excellent 10 and Dodge 10 are back, and keep that in mind. We will have to do that again, as well as the no-hitters and whatnot. Something to know about this room, by the way, notice to the left and the right, there's these little areas on the map there on the bottom screen. Those will be pipes for shortcuts later on, and I mean, like, much later on. Anyway, there's a gate here. How do we get past this gate? Well, you follow this energy thing, and you head over here. This thing says, hey, jump really high to activate the gate switch. So you're getting your ball hop here, but introduction mechanic, if there's a gate you need to open, follow the pathway and it'll lead to a switch. So keep that in mind. It's going to actually come into play quite soon for a rather important segment, and we will just keep making our way through Bowser's Castle, where the first obstacle is out of the way, but here we're going to go into the main course of the first part of Bowser Castle, Kamek. He's going to be our first major obstacle to deal with. He's being all sassy. Good old sassy Kamek. I like the Kamek in this game. He's very sassy. So, it was just luck. Just lucky RNG roll knocking that castle down. You got a crit on my castle. Natural 20. Lame. But unfortunately, he's going to make things a lot more difficult for us by basically using his magic on the pathways. It's going to make it rather hard to progress. In fact, it's going to be impossible to progress until we deal with Kamek. And if that isn't hard enough, oh, they're all messy. He's so sassy. I love it. I love sassy Kamek. He's the best. But if that wasn't hard enough, Antasma shows up. And he can summon his own evil dream portals, and he's gonna hide Kamek in the dream world. Which means, well, we need to find a way to get inside that gate. Because if we know our dream physics here, we can only meet Kamek in the dream world if we sleep in the same spot that he went into. So we need to go into there and sleep on, well, you can imagine what the quote-unquote bed will be. That kind of looks like a slightly new mechanic possibility over there, does it not? But we need to do something with the cage first. That's our top priority. That's what the bulk of this episode is going to be dealing with. There should be a switch there. I mean, we saw the mechanics. Okay, he followed the energy path. There's a thing there. Unfortunately, he's messed up all the rooms. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and do our first fights. There's a couple new enemies to deal with. We have our Excellent 10 and our Dodge 10. I don't recommend necessarily going for a Dodge 10 of this guy, because he's a bit tricky for reasons that I'll get into, like that. Okay, the way that attack works, he'll do 3 circles of fire. The first one will always be normal. The next one can either be normal, he can also get rid of his wings, so it'll be a super fast one, or he can do what he did there, raise his wings slightly, it'll be a super slow one. The super slow one throws off my rhythm horribly, and I can almost never dodge the attack, so it's almost RNG whether or not I get to dodge the attack. Another neat thing about this Flame Antasma time, though, although it seems like it's in the air, kind of, although there is kind of a little bit, it is on the ground there if you look really closely. It is hammerable, though, so don't be fooled by the wings, it's not flying enemies, so hammer's our best bet for getting easily Excellent 10. We'll take advantage of that, and we'll see if we can dodge this other attack at least, where he does that. This is the easier attack to dodge. You just jump over the fire. It's fairly straightforward, so we'll hopefully master the other attack. He'll do 3 circles. If he misses all 3 circles, he will actually go to attack the other. He'll get dizzy, basically, and he'll do it. He'll be like the Goombas for the Fly Guys. He'll get dizzy and he'll attack the other bro. So those are the two attacks. Sometimes the one where he attacks both bros will be a bit faster. We'll see all the different variations as we go through the castle, obviously. But, and also we need a no-hitter regardless, so we will fight one of those again very soon. However, we will want to... The other enemy is going to be much more key to our success. So, first of all, we can use... oh, there's another one of the new enemies. But we can head over here and follow the pathway. But unfortunately, that jump there, that's too tall for the ball hop. So we need to find a way around, which means when we get there. But there's a purple glow of Kamek's magic over there. And that complicates things, as you'll see. Well, basically what it does is it doesn't randomize, but it mixes up the pathways. There's these Kamek blocks, though, which will tell you how the pathways will work. So there's the two triangles there. That's fine and dandy and all. We'll get into that in a bit. First of all, Fire Bro. We're going to fight a Fire Bro, but basically, it'll help you show the different pathways. It becomes a bit of a puzzle of sorts. But for now, Fire Bro, the other new enemy. And in my opinion, much easier to get a dodge 10 on, so we're going to try to fight these guys for a dodge 10. They do have two attacks. The first one is they will shoot a big fireball in the air. The other ones, they'll do small fireballs, which I recommend jumping with both bros. The hand that they use is the bro that will be attacked. So you could use that, but just doing both bros is easier. And at this point, this is endgame. We kind of need to take the shortcuts because the content does get fairly difficult. The other attack is they shoot the fireball in the air. It won't fall until the next turn, though. So be prepared after Mario's turn for them to attack with the fireball. It's very key to be prepared. You have to use your hammer. It's one of the hammering back things from the sky, which I'm kind of bad at, but we'll see if I can pull it off. Or not, because I'm terrible. Okay, well, that's how that works. I just need to get good, basically. But there's going to be other Fire Bros. They can also do coins, by the way, so keep that in mind as well. And let's see if we can just get a bunch of the dodge 10 started here and try to focus and use the other Fire Bros to get good. The enemies get really tricky here, so you do have to kind of really be on your A game in order to get the dodge 10, excellent 10. So, nope, not today. I am prepared. Oh, there's another one. I forgot there was two. Well, and that actually goes to show if you kill the enemy, their fireball still does come down, so you do have to be still prepared for that. Okay, so I really botched up this Fire Bro. That was kind of our introduction one. We'll fight another Fire Bro very shortly, and at least we got excellent 10 taken care of. In fact, I can actually take advantage of that now. On the next Fire Bros, I can just purposely screw up the excellence like this and prolong the fight a little bit. So I'll probably take advantage of that and try to get all of dodge 10 in the next Fire Bro fight, just to get it out of the way so it's not bothering us anymore. I think it's just a good strategy. Just go ahead and get it out of the way. Fire Bros are one of the easier enemies, in my opinion, to get them on. So we'll see how that works. Anyway, speaking of seeing how things work, this, basically. So as you can see, we go to that triangle, we come out this triangle. So the pathways here are now linked. It doesn't really make any sense. We can't actually use that pathway. We need to basically find a way to get to the other end of this pathway, which will be an entirely different pathway in the future. So in order to get down there to where the switch is, we kind of need to just explore a bit. We actually need to head up, obviously, so it gets a bit tricky. Also, Kamikuba block, the final one, actually, is right here. Might go take care of that at some point relatively soon, because it might not be a bad idea to take care of that sometime soon. So I will keep that in mind, and perhaps we will get to that at some point. Anyway, another pathway. That one will lead to the right there, which actually doesn't matter because that room's connected, so it doesn't actually matter which pathway we take here. Either way, another Fire Bros here. I think the Flaming Antasmatons can always summon Fire Bros, or will sometimes summon Fire Bros, but I don't think you'll ever get Antasmatons with the Fire Bros, at least early on, so do keep that in mind. I'm actually going to reset my badge here, because I don't want to actually kill anyone. I want to farm these guys for dodge 10, hopefully, as long as I don't screw up horribly, so I'm going to try to do that. I'll just go into speed up mode. Yeah, there we go. Dodge 10, 15, clear. I have to make sure I get the no-hitter, though, still. Okay, so you dodge this guy's attack. Should be easy. This is the easier attack to dodge. And there we go. Dodge 10 complete, excellent 10 complete, and we got the kill. Excellent. That's what I was looking for. All we have to do is get the no-hitter on the Flaming Antasmaton, and we should be good to go. And also, we're at 900 now, which is awesome because 900 is, 999 is the top. We're within 100 now of striking distance here. It's pretty excellent. Now, the problem with leveling up right now is we're pretty much stacked on stats here, and BP obviously is a fairly useless stat at this point. Yeah, we can give him more speed. I have enough, I'm pretty content with Mario's speed, though. I'm gonna start giving him some stash, just because extra crit chance does still matter a little bit, and I still, oh, well, not if I screw that up, but oh well, it's just one stash. Stats are basically unlimited, essentially, once I get to a certain point in the game, as we'll explain at some point, because there's a shenanigans to be had for post-game, of course, when I'm gonna be farming that. But, for now, these pathways. So this one will lead, actually this one doesn't tell you where it leads, but it actually leads to the other end here. So these pathways just crisscross. So don't follow any sort of logic of these paths. They basically just kind of go, it's a whole completely different set path. You can't use logic here, so this will end up over here instead, like the diagram shows. Another one of these guys, we do actually need them, so let's try to get a quick fight in here, and then we can actually get into the meat and potatoes in Neo Bowser Castle. Only one of these guys, which is fantastic, because it will make my life a lot easier to do a slow... Okay, so that's the fast one there. That's the other fast one. And then they spin around, they do that. Perfect. I'm not taking any chances. We're just going to... You know what? We're just going to bash the heck out of this guy. Because don't forget, I have the Master Gloves, and it makes my life a lot easier. So, go super speed, and goodbye. If you want to get a no-hitter challenge, that's the way to do it. Just eliminate him from life. It's pretty fantastic. Because this Fire Bro, doesn't matter if I get hit by him. It should still give us a no-hitter challenge. I'm pretty sure. So, but let's hopefully kill this guy off. And I should stop talking because I should be speeding this up. But I guess at this point, there's no point in speeding this up. So here, take a fireball to your face and die. And there we go. No-hitter 53. That's pretty much all we can do right now in terms of... the expert challenges, so we can avoid combat for a bit and speed through the rest of this. So this is where we just start testing out pathways, because as you can see, this one leads over here, this one will lead elsewhere, but we'll quickly, we'll deal with that in a little bit. You also find these dirt patches. These are going to be the locations of our beans, because while we are done with pillows, we're not done with beans. If we check out our thing here, we actually have 18 different beans here. Of course, it's a very long area, so do expect it to take quite a bit of time for us to get all the beans, because they're going to be fairly sparsely spread out through this giant area. In case you guys are wondering, by the way, oh, well, sometimes it actually does still work, and he sinks into the hard stone floor, and it's just kind of weird. But there we go, another attack piece taken care of. Before we head elsewhere, let's actually head upwards, because we can. There's a little pathway we can ball hop to up here. Leads us to, then spin jump off this. And it leads us, I think, just another Kamek thing, does it not? Yeah, it's just another Kamek block. These always do help kind of give you the idea where things are. And it'll tell you that that path will actually end up to the left of the initial room. So that's actually the path to... I walked right into his fire. That's actually the path to go down, though. But first, I have to fight two of these guys. I guess here's the sort of the other variation of it where he goes towards this way, by the way. So that's a thing. And, oh, is this going to be... Okay, I think this is the one where he just does 3. No, okay, that's still the 4. There's one where he just does 3 rotations. It goes a little bit faster than before. I'm not sure if there's a tell, but there we go. Ow! Lightning, ow. Well, that takes care of yet another enemy. Always good, and we get another level up, we get another level up. So I think we're up all at level 30 now. 10 levels away from Rainbow Rank. No chance we're gonna get that before the end of this, but hey, we'll try at least. Luigi's now pretty much full on stash. This is kind of useless to him. BP still kind of has a use, so it's tempting to give him BP, but it's not really the most useful thing. I guess one more thing of BP wouldn't hurt, or we can just give him 2 more power, because a little bit of extra power is always good. You know what, we'll give him 1 more thing of BP here. Just because he doesn't get the unlimited BP, and I'm not going to give him casual bros, because I have other plans, so keeping that in mind, a little bit of extra BP won't hurt, but with the setup I have planned, it shouldn't matter too much. You'll see when I get to it, but yeah, we should be okay for Luigi. Anyway, we're done with this room. Let's move forward, and we end up, oh wait, wrong one. We have to go to the top one here, that's right. You know, pathways are all confusing, and you have to kind of do the right one, because now we end up down here. So, like I said, really strange, really odd. And fireballs, and another Kamek switch. So we'll use the Kamek switch, and we'll get another indication of a pathway. This one just tells us, okay, well that one we already knew. It's fairly self-explanatory. But hey, they provide us, okay, there's no way I'm getting to that platform, because that would just be too difficult. We'll get that from the other side, I'm pretty sure. Up here is yet another Kamek thing, so we keep getting, like, you know, all these different indications of the pathways. We already knew that one. Actually, no, we didn't, because that one's coming from the other side. So that, from going to that side leads over to the other end there. So yeah, you get, like, basically all this different information on how the paths go, and you just kind of have to use it and figure out how to get to basically our end goal, which is, you know, down below this one, or the other end of the triangle one there. So we're trying to figure out how to get to there. And it's not necessarily an easy process, but it is a process that we shall do nonetheless. Hello, Mr. Guy. You are a guy. I want to get up there. How do I get up there again? Oh, I go from over this side. Okay. I was going to say, that's slightly strange, but no, it's just over here. And another Kamek one. So you get these just all the time, basically. And they'll slowly elucidate all of our paths. That's the one we already knew. So we have all the paths we know now. Now we're starting to get the new paths that we actually need to know, which will obviously be important. And I'm trying just to avoid... combat's fun and all, but I kind of don't want to take up the entire video. Another 500 coins here. Hey, money is money. I will take any free money the game will give me. And we just head forward. I can always grind for experience if it ever becomes a problem, but so far, you know, normal fights have not been remotely a problem. I'll do on my grinding post-game. I'll probably have another Mario and Luigi grinding stream sort of thing, like I did back for Bowser's Inside Story. Man, that was such a long time ago already. This project alone has been like a very, very lengthy project. By the way, strange sensation here. Oops, that's a mess up. You actually have to kind of start a whole different path along the way. Although, I'm actually going to complete this path first because it's easier to do things like this. Because once you do this, the path will appear. And then you just go back and you complete the path, the other path, basically. So that's actually a little bit easier in my opinion. And it'll lead us over here. And over here will be another Kamek one. So like I said, like all these extra pathways will just generally give you more information about the layout. That actually says right there that that's the path we need to go on. That path right there is the key to our success. The yellow circle there. That's where we need to go if we want to get to where we need to go to unlock the gate to get to Kamek. Exciting. Anyway, Ultra Mushrooms are full. Oh no, what a gosh darn travesty. I'm going to do the same thing here where I'm going to make the first path. And then from there, the path will be made. Oh, how am I not roasty toasty mosty right now? I'm not sure. Oh, I forgot to actually go through that path. I'll show that off. Quick, yeah, I'll show that off at before we get to there. That's X. That's basically the path we need to go to continue on. I got this, right? Yeah, of course. I just can't have it because my inventory is constantly in a state of being full. Anyway, that X is actually where we need to go to progress, but as long as Kamek is there, that will actually send us just back to the beginning, which I'll actually show off once we hit the switch, because that's not really too much backtracking there. There we go! Luigi's in the ground again! It's very exciting. Don't you just love it when Luigi's just like, I'm a silly face who's inside the ground. This is where you need to go if you want to backtrack. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to ball hop all the way back there. By the way, in case you're wondering, you can actually just normal hop this. It's just really gosh darn precarious, and it's pretty easy to fall in the lava, so I do not recommend it unless you're just really lazy and really skilled, which is a strange combination. That's the right path down there. We're going to go to the wrong path first and end up over here because attack piece, more enemies to dodge, and of course probably more items. There's a lot of these dirt paths, but none of them have beans in them so far. We will encounter ones with beans though quite soon. We're also going to get our butt burned by fire and have to go into a random battle. Luckily it doesn't first strike us, just gets us into a battle. It's a thing. You know what? I could just sit here and fight things forever, but I have the Master Gloves now, so there's no reason to drag these fights on anymore. Just nuke them from the sky. We have the freaking Z-Keeper on our side now. By the way, we do have attack pieces. Those are the last Luigi attack pieces, and that is going to be the last Mad Skillathon. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just do Kamek Koopa when we do the Mad Skillathon for Luigi. That makes far more sense, because to go back to Wake Part once as opposed to having to do the... Oh, well, that's going to kind of ruin my excellent there, and waste my BP. Oh no, not my precious BP. It should still kill them. Well, it killed one. Wow, that actually doesn't do that much AoE. Huh. I wasted a lot of time. You know, note to self, AoE is not... Get out. AoE is not the strong suit of Mario. It doesn't actually work that well. It's not really a good, very good bro attack for just nuking the heck out of my foes. It's a little bit unfortunate almost, but we'll deal. We'll just deal with random battles. It's a part of the video game. Is this like lava down here? That is lava down there. Okay. I was actually really curious. I was like, you can fall back there. How peculiar. Anyway, heading up here because there is actually going to be a bean up here. Really? Really? I call shenanigans on that one. You know, the problem I have with the Flamey Antasmatons is when they go really fast in their spin, well, basically, they always do a little pause if they're going to change speeds. If it's slow, if you preemptively jump, if it's a slow one, you're always going to get hit. If you wait to see what happens, it's a fast one, you're always going to get hit. So there's really no good way, in my opinion, to tackle unless you have like the most godly of reflexes. Anyway, another Mario, little mini Mario thing where we head over here, get some coins, you get yourself another max syrup jar, which is always good. I actually could probably use a syrup heal at some point because I kind of wasted Mario's on a Z egg. However, there's a second path over here, and that's important to getting the attack piece down here, which obviously you would like to get because attack pieces are always good. We're already 3 in, which is always nice. We're looking for 7 more attack pieces in this area. You also get yourself a crystal hammer, which isn't really that great, just because it has the issue of breaking. So it is actually a fairly strong hammer. It's actually 30 stronger than any other hammers I'm using right now, but it can sometimes break. And I like the Blunt Hammer DX anyway. We're actually going to find some spiky enemies eventually for Mario to deal with, so it does come in handy to have the ability to say, like, hey, spiky enemies, I'm just going to do extra damage to you because I don't like the way you're looking. I don't want to go through here. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Blarg. Hi, Luigi, I missed you. Glad you didn't get mobbed by evil people while I was gone, because that would be rather sad. Hi, Fire Bro, I see you're being a douche as always. Well, you can go douche over there, because now I'm over here. This should bring us down to the final area we need to go, which would be over here, and we just need to kind of do some shenanigans over here before... I'm terrible at dodging these guys. Just, woe be me, I'm bad. In fact, you know what? You know how little I care about this guy? I don't at all. He's going to take lightning to the face! I didn't even kill him. Slightly disappointed. But this should. Yay. I figure I'm close enough to getting the next one. Anyway, next fight will give it to me regardless. Even if I get into a fight, I have Golden Beanie, I'll still have access to one. And that's really what matters. Anyway, last little section of this episode. We're actually going to kind of make a bit of a longer episode, I guess, to get through all of this at once. Because between all the speed ups and whatnot, it just wouldn't make sense to leave it to next episode. Because it would be, we'd be at usual episode length-ish around now. And it'd be kind of silly to end a little prematurely. Anyway, it's just a bunch of jumping on platforms. It's a fairly easy section. It'll lead us over here first, where we can go ahead and get... No way! I did not just mess that up at the very last second. I did not just do that! Oh! Oh, that's sad. Oh, I'm actually saddened. Oh, look at this. I'm wasting, like... Okay, Lucky, excuse me. You know how to jump, right? This is basic Mario & Luigi 101. You didn't fail that course. You've played 4 of these games now for the YouTubes. I have good faith that you are not a noob. So please do not act like one, and there we go. Can I do the thing? Can I do the thing? Can I do the... Oh. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if it depends on like the platform you're on, or if it's just silly. Ultra candies are full. Well, it'd be a shame if I used one, because you know what? I don't care. Mario needs some love, and Luigi does need some love too, but we'll give Luigi love later, because I don't think... Apparently consensus is that Luigi's stats do not actually affect, contrary to what I thought. As I've mentioned a few times, Luigi's stats do not affect Dreamy Mario. It's just Dreamy Mario's stats on a multiplier. So I guess just Luigi's useless. I'm sorry, it's the truth. So says, you know, the people who made this game. Nintendo and whatever, I forget the company that makes this game. It's Nintendo and something else. Whatever they do, whatever company it is, they do a fantastic job. Props to this. And anyway, it's a Koopa car! We're gonna hang out at a Koopa car. We're gonna be sleeping on a Koopa car, believe it or not. So, that will actually, I did mention that, oh, we're out of new Luigi mechanics. I lied, because I forgot that there is one that actually does exist. I guess I can get the Ultra Syrup jar over here. Actually, I'm going to save it because, obviously, you know, Kamek's in there, and we'll use that to heal up afterwards. This is where we can actually use the items to heal up, and it's all fantastic. Luigi, you're disappointing me. I think maybe I'm just doing it the wrong angle or something. Oh, well, we got it to work once. Anyway, we gotta go on a Koopa Clown car to meet Kamek, battle some new Dream World enemies, and right everything up that's wrong with the world. Although, first I did mention I would show off what happens if you try to go through the door here, so I will be a man of my word and come over here, and if you try to progress forward through this X door, you end up back at the very beginning here. So, that's a thing. Koopa Clown Car! In the next episode, guys, we hunt down Kamek. This is LuckySevenDX signing out. Neo Bowser Castle has just begun. Let's see where it leads next time. Bye-bye!